My name is Calderon, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some Arroz con Gandules, or yellow rice with pigeon peas. I'm Puerto Rican, so this is something that we typically have to eat in our household as I was growing up, and it's quite delicious. My wife taught me how to make this, and my mom taught my wife how to make this, so this recipe is bomb.com. Let's get started. Alright, first, let's turn on your oven on your stove. Go ahead and set it to medium. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of canola oil. You just want a small puddle to begin with. And we're going to go ahead and put in around 1/4 cup of onions. You want to simmer these a little bit. Make sure you stir. It's best to use a flat bottom spoon just to get them in there. You're trying to get these nice and brown. While these are going and they start cooking, you're going to go ahead and throw 3 cloves of crushed garlic. Let's bring you in closer so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, you're going to stir it until it's a nice golden brown. It should only take roughly a minute or so, maybe a minute and a half. And then we'll go ahead and start adding all the other ingredients once we get to that point. And now, since it's a golden brown, we'll go ahead and start adding all the other ingredients into this rice. So roughly 1 cup of ham. You want to make sure that you keep stirring while you're doing this, because you don't want nothing to burn. Your pigeon peas. I just use half a can since I'm only making a little bit of rice here. Your Sofrito. This one's homemade, but if you want to go ahead and get it at the store, I highly recommend you go to the frozen section and look for it. It's Goya Sofrito. I highly recommend that you use all Goya products for this, especially in the tomato sauce, because if you use a different brand, it's going to have a different taste to it, and it's probably not going to taste as good. Make sure you keep mixing. Go ahead and add roughly 4 tablespoons of Goya sauce. Two tablespoons. So. Always want to make sure you don't want nothing to burn, okay? Now go ahead and add Sazon. One packet of Sazon. There you go. Had the fire a little too low. A little bit of garlic powder, roughly a 1/4 teaspoon. Some adobo, roughly 1 teaspoon, but it's usually to taste, so once you add the water, you're going to figure that part out. Half a teaspoon of pepper. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Make sure you don't add too much salt because the adobo has salt in it. Make sure you have a good stir. And half a cup of vinegar. After that, we're going to add 2.5 cups of water. 2.5 cups of water, and we're gonna bring this to a boil. And while we're waiting for this to come to a boil, we could go ahead and clean the rice. One more thing. Before you bring this to a boil, make sure you taste the water, and if it doesn't taste right, add some more adobo just to make sure it's good. Just a little bit off, so probably just a little bit more adobo. And mix. Now we're gonna go ahead and clean the rice. Now we're gonna rinse the rice until it runs clear on cold water. This part's important because you don't want to have dirty rice. Alright, now we're going to go put in the rice. Alright, now since your water's boiling, now we can add the rice. And then after the rice is in, you're going to have to bring it back to a boil. Mix it up. And bring it back to a boil. Alright, now once you have it back up to a boil, we're going to add 2 more tablespoons of oil, just a little bit. Gonna stir it one more time, and then we're gonna bring it down to a simmer. And then put the lid on. I forgot to mention with the rice, I'm just using 2 cups of rice, so you add half a cup so you add 2.5 cups of water. So for every cup of rice, you add an extra half cup. So 1 cup of rice equals 1.5 cups of water, basically. We're gonna wait like 10 to 15 minutes, and we're gonna check it again, and then we're gonna stir it. So we'll come right back. All right, now we're gonna take off the lid. It's been roughly 10 minutes. It looks like the rice has absorbed most of the water. We're gonna stir, make sure that you don't get from the bottom, just stir the sides and bring it in. Then after we do this, we're gonna go ahead and put the lid back on and let it cook for another roughly 10 minutes. Alright, it's been 10 minutes, so we take off the lid. It looks done to me, but we're going to taste the rice to make sure it's tender and it's not hard. Feels good. I'll turn it off. Give it one last mix. We're ready to serve. Delicious. Hopefully your rice comes out as good as mine. Thanks for watching and good luck.